If you're someone who can't tolerate having a boss constantly behind your back and wants to punch them in the face and say, "I'm f***ing quitting," then this video is for you. Today, I'll walk you through 3 YouTube automation niches that pay more than a typical 9-to-5 job and can help you become the independent boss of your own life. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, the horror niche is saturated. And to stand out, your content must excel in visuals, voiceover, and script. Today, I'll show you how to master all 3 in a new way. If you're short on time, at least stay to learn how to create emotional, professional voiceovers like no one has taught you before. Voiceovers that evoke terror and agony. Just look at Mr. Nightmare, who made $25,000 in 14 days by simply adding his voice to static images with just zoom effects. But you and I, we don't have that voice. So, to truly stand out, we need the full package if we want to succeed in this niche. So, stick around, and I'll show you how to make your videos unique. To create the script, we will use DeepSeek. After extensive testing, I discovered that it outperforms both Perplexity and ChatGPT in the horror niche. As you can see here, this is the prompt I used to write my previous horror story. Along with the results it generated, I also brainstormed additional ideas for this story, but the foundation was created by DeepSeek. Let's try again today and see what we get. We'll focus on the night shift horror category, as the demand for it is significant. So this time, let's ask, write me a 1-minute horror story with a plot twist about a night shift as a McDonald's drive-thru worker, and see what it produces. Back with the results, and let me tell you guys, I read the story, and we hit the jackpot. The story can be used as it is. No additional brainstorming needed. I'm literally shocked that AI managed to deliver such impressive results, including a plot twist like this one. Now, I'm not going to read the entire story. I'll just scroll through it so you can read it at your own pace. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Am I exaggerating, or did you find it just as engaging? To generate the perfect horror story voice, we first need to know the qualities the ideal horror story narrator must possess. That's exactly what I asked Perplexity, and it provided some golden voice tone characteristics. I then took the first and third results, copied them, and pasted them into the new AI voiceover site called Hume AI, where you describe your narrator's voice to get the tone and feeling of your prompt. After that, I selected a short horror story for the script, pasted it into the script box, and hit Generate. Let's hear the voice together.
I begin tucking him into bed, and he tells me, "Daddy, check for monsters under my bed." I look underneath for his amusement, and see him, another him, under the bed, staring back at me, quivering and whispering, "Daddy, there's somebody on my bed."
As you can tell, the result perfectly matched our horror story narration needs. It captured the feeling, the tone, and even recognized the climax suspense moment at the end of the script, adjusting the voice's tone and volume exactly as we prompted above. Absolutely amazing. I'd also love to hear your thoughts about it in the comments. Now, because our script was short, we could generate and hear the voiceover directly from the homepage. However, if you have a longer script, you'll first need to import a small part of the script here to generate a voice you like. After that, you have to hit the Save This Voice button, add a name to the voice, and press the Playground button here. Then, add your longer script in the new box and hit Generate. Before we proceed to the next step, make sure to like this video and subscribe. Your support helps me continue sharing my research for free and keeps me bringing you new AI tools to help you monetize. Alright, here we have the short horror story from before, for which I have prepared 3 picture prompts to fit the narration. To generate the pictures from these prompts, we will use Kling AI. To do this, head over to Kling AI. Click on the 3 lines in the interface. Select the AI Images option, then enter the first picture prompt and hit Generate. But why should we use Kling AI? It's because Kling allows us to create consistent characters, which are essential for storytelling. I'll demonstrate how you can achieve this. Here we have the results from which we will use the second picture, as the faces are visible, and we need them for consistency. So, for now, download the picture as shown. Now, our second scene prompt is this one. However, this time, we don't just need a random boy. We need the boy to be the same as in the previous picture to ensure consistent professional storytelling. For this reason, you need to click the Reference Image button here and upload the picture we downloaded earlier. After uploading the image, press the Face Preview option, select the face of the boy, and hit Confirm. Set the reference strength to 50, and now, with this prompt, the boy will remain consistent with the first picture. Here are the results, and as you can see, consistency has been achieved. Now, for the third image, the prompt was this one. Using the same consistency method, let's generate and observe the results. As you can see, consistency has once again been maintained. To transform the images into a video, I've created 3 animation prompts to align with the narration. Since I've already generated the video, let's take a look at it first.
I begin tucking him into bed, and he tells me, "Daddy, check for monsters under my bed." I look underneath for his amusement and see him, another him, under the bed, staring back at me, quivering and whispering, "Daddy, there's somebody on my bed."
Now, as you can see, all of these clips were generated using Kling AI's image-to-video option. For the first animation, the prompt was, "The kid talks to his dad." The second prompt was, "The kid, horrified, talks to the camera." Lastly, the third prompt was, "The kid transforms into the monster from the end frame and jumps toward the camera." To achieve these results for this animation, you need to generate 2 pictures. One, the first frame, should depict the kid on the bed, and the other, the last frame, should feature a monster-like figure sitting on the bed. And voila! The edits on CapCut were quite basic. I only added and positioned the voiceover to match the scenes, a free horror music track from Pixabay, which you can also access for free, and a monster scream sound for the jump scare, also sourced from Pixabay. For transitions, I used simple up and down camera movement transitions to align with the story. Regarding subtitle animations, I particularly liked and used the one called Expand, which fits perfectly with the horror niche. These last few days, YouTube automation has gotten out of control, with channels emerging from absolute nowhere. With just one 1-minute video, some are now making 7.5K per month as complete newbies, while the dedicated ones are earning 120.5K per month. Now, let me tell you, this has never happened before in the history of YouTube. To be able to rank for an automation niche so easily as a complete beginner and make so much money out of nowhere with minimal and low-effort content. So, how did this all get started, and how are so many channels ranking for this niche? I'll let you know everything, so pay attention, because this might be the biggest chance you'll ever get to make crazy money for absolutely free. But before that, I want to say something really important that I've noticed from many of my YouTube viewers who keep commenting under my videos about commercial use. So, for all of you out there, what I'm allowed to say about the matter is that what you think commercial use means is often incorrect, and you really need to do more research to understand the actual loopholes. I'll also play a small clip for you so you can finally
wake up to reality.
And I say that with all due respect.
It's 3 in the morning, you're in a gas station, you're in your car, you're in your Toyota, because you're all brokey. You're sitting there filling up with gas. You see a Lamborghini pull up, and a guy gets out, 3 in the morning on a Tuesday, and you look at him in his Lambo, and you look at all of his money. Do you think, wow, he must have got a really good degree? Or do you think, drug dealer, criminal, gangster? You intrinsically look to crime, not because you think he's a criminal, but because you understand that if you stay within the rules of the matrix, if you stay within the parameters of society, you cannot achieve extraordinary things. You know intrinsically he's broken some rule to get where he is. Following the path of school, college, university, degree, job, debt, mortgage is never going to get you that car. So you know he had to do something else.
With that in mind, let me now show you how many new channels have gone viral and are now monetized since their very first upload on a brand new channel, and prove to you how easily new channels get ranked in the results in this niche. So here we have a YouTuber called Meme Music who started his channel in December 2024 and is currently sitting at 3.8K subscribers. As you can see, he has only uploaded 33 1-minute videos. Pretty easy, right? Well, he is now monetized, and his very first video got 43K views out of nowhere. We noticed the same pattern with the YouTuber, Reels Rhythm. He created his channel in December 2024 and currently has 15,000 subscribers. Remarkably, he is monetized with only 21 1-minute videos. His very first video got 50K views also out of nowhere. Lastly, we have InstaChat, who started his YouTube channel just a couple of days ago. He is already monetized with only 21 1-minute videos. His very first video received 243,000 views. I could mention at least 5 more channels with similar outcomes, but to keep the video concise, let's focus on how much money the above creators have made per month. So, as we can see here, Meme Music is currently generating 2.5K euro per month, which translates to 2.6K dollars. InstaChat is earning 7.3K euro per month, equivalent to 7.4K dollars. Lastly, Reels Rhythm is making 7.6K dollars per month. As you can tell, these numbers are insane for just 1-minute videos, right? So, how did this all start? And why do these people make so much money? Well, it all started with the YouTuber called Chat Music, who is a veteran in this automation niche and earns $120,600 per month. But how did he achieve such success? Well, it's because he takes viral clips from Instagram Reels or funny YouTube videos and events, and with the funny comments that users post on these videos, he screenshots them and creates a music track out of them. His videos are hilarious, to be honest, and the comments are wild. He found significant success by taking Instagram Reels from a woman called Ani Brava and creating music videos from the comments on her Instagram Reels. However, his biggest success is his funny comments music videos about Snow White, which have hit 4 million views. Now, you can check out his channel to understand what he does. But for now, let me show you an example.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who approved that wig? After all, I can hear Walt Disney's frozen head screaming in the Disney vault. Mirror, mirror on the wall, whose acting career is about to fall? Why seats are empty in cinema hall? Disney is going down faster and faster. If this movie had been released in the 90s, Titanic would have been forgotten as the worst disaster. This makes YouTube Rewind look like a cinematic masterpiece. Knowing that this movie's exist truly makes me jealous of the blind, the deaf, and the deceased. Walt Disney, dislike this from heaven. March 1st is the new 9/11. Mirror, mirror on my screen, can this trailer be unseen? Mirror, mirror on the wall, what's the biggest Disney flop of all? Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Now, as I told you before, a video like this is what made chat music famous. Since 4.7 million people watched it and found it funny, after the video finished, YouTube recommended similar videos from new channels. This is how the YouTube algorithm works, creating a snowball effect that can make even new small channels go viral out of nowhere. But why chat music found greater success than others? Well, it's because his vocals and music style remain consistent across his videos, making his brand memorable. In contrast, the style and vocals of other channels tend to be inconsistent and scattered. Both chat music and these other channels use AI to create their music and lyrics, as far as I know. However, the key difference is that chat music invests in paid methods to ensure consistency, while the other channels rely on free methods, which makes their style inconsistent. Don't get me wrong, you can be successful with both free and paid methods, like the other channels have shown. And since today's video isn't sponsored by anyone, you know I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just happen to know both methods as a proud AI nerd, so I'm going to show them to you. But before I do, make sure to like and subscribe so you can help me continue sharing my research for free and discover new AI methods that one day may change your life as well. The process of creating such videos is quite straightforward. First, visit the site called Suno AI, and for the free method, just select the V4 version from the available options. Next, ensure you choose the byline option. In the designated box, go to a funny reel you have chosen, pick your favorite comments, and start copying and pasting them one line at a time. Each time you paste a comment, make sure to press the Shift and Enter keys to move to a new line for better results. Now, I'll begin copying and pasting some comments, and I'll see you once I'm done. With that out of the way, simply press the Save Changes button. Afterwards, start typing keywords that describe the style of music you want. For example, I'll use metalcore, deep voice, build-up, and intense. Once you're done, scroll down and press Create. In just a few moments, 2 songs will begin generating. Here we are with the results. Let's listen to a portion of each one.
I don't get mad, I can't even. Violence is something I believe in. I'm about to get banned from the Garden of Eden. The planes inside the towers aren't leaving. Once a kid enters my basement, he ain't leaving. I don't get mad, I get even. You'll find the body in the freezer, but the door won't close cause I couldn't get the knees in. I don't get mad, I get even. Violence is something I believe in. I'm about to get banned from the Garden of Eden. The planes inside the towers aren't leaving. Once a kid enters my basement, he ain't leaving.
Now, if you choose to go with the paid method, just like chat music does to maintain a similar music style and vocals, the method is the same. However, before pressing the Create button, you need to head over to the Persona tab, press Create New Persona, and select a song from the ones you have created. This ensures that your next generation will be based on the favorite song you have chosen. Hit Save Changes and then Create, and that's it. So far, this automation niche has scored 196 million views on Instagram, or 26 million views on YouTube Shorts, which means with the $0.08 RPM typical for car-related content, you could earn approximately $2,000 for just 5 minutes of work. Sounds interesting, right? And the best part? You create one video and upload it to 2 platforms, getting double the exposure. So, who is this guy currently running this automation niche? Voila. His name is Realistic AI Vid. And as you can see on his Instagram here, He consistently hits big numbers, frequently getting millions of views. He's also found success on YouTube under the name Ayub Enachad. Not only does he earn through his content, but he's also created a paid course to teach his followers how to make such content themselves. He currently has 230,000 followers on Instagram and 62,000 on YouTube, so chances are he's made a lot of money with this paid course. Luckily for you, I'm going to show you how he makes his videos for free. But to keep it this way forever and keep teaching you what others would sell on paid courses, I at least expect you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. But what is this niche about, after all? Well, as you may have noticed, it focuses on cars, preferably expensive ones, being crashed by heavy objects or larger vehicles like tanks. Since one of humanity's greatest attributes is curiosity, this niche hooks viewers and retains them until the end, as they're itching to find out what will happen next. Now let me show you how our final result will look like. I'm pretty sure you noticed how impressive the visuals were, but did you also notice how fitting and accurate the sound effects were? Stay tuned and I'll teach you how to create everything in a new way. Alright, first of all, we need prompts in order to create the images. To get the prompts, head over to DeepSeek and copy-paste the prompt I have prepared here to generate similar scenarios. I really like the wrecking ball one, so I will copy this prompt for now. With the prompt I copied earlier, head over to Ideogram, which is an AI text-to-image site. Choose the 9:16 aspect ratio and their newest 3.0 default model. Paste the prompt, hit generate, and wait for the results. Here are the results. I really like the second one, so I will click on it and download it. For the image to video example, to be honest, I made the previous video I showed you with the Vidu Q1 model, but today it's not available anymore, likely for maintenance. Let's try with Vidu 2.0 instead and see what we get. Let's prompt. The crane releases the wrecking ball it holds and smashes the car. Hit generate, and let's see what we get. Here are the results, and I must say, I love it. I really like how dynamic the scene becomes. You can feel the impact of the wrecking ball when it hits the car. The flashes of lightning in the background add an extra element to the impact and intensify the scene. For the sounds, there was a text-to-sound option here in Vidu yesterday, but I believe it was part of the Vidu Q1 model when it was live. You could precisely choose the duration of each sound to fit the video perfectly, so stay tuned for that feature. However, since it's not available today, we can use 11 Labs instead. Go to Sound Effects, type "a big boulder drops and smashes a car," hit generate, and 4 sound effects will be produced. The results are ready, so let's hear them. They sound pretty cool. See you in the next video.